Hi guys, today I'll speak a bit about applicants who have an existing condition and hence want to take health insurance. For one, it's very difficult to get a health insurance in case you have a pre-existing condition. Insurance companies are very reluctant to provide health insurance to those with pre-existing conditions. To some extent, understandable because it's a known risk. And when you know the risk, why should the insurance companies necessarily come forward and provide cover to you? It's a different scenario wherein when you take the health insurance, you're healthy, and later on you develop, then the cover obviously protects you against all the expenses which are incurred for the particular treatment. But if you already have a condition, most insurance companies are very reluctant to provide a cover to you. So if you have a serious condition, you can almost rule out any insurance company giving you a health insurance cover. But not all cases are severe, and that's where insurance companies provide an health insurance cover to you. And let me explain what really happens. So in case you have an existing condition at the time of taking the policy, or if you've had treatment for some conditions, maybe in the past, you should mention those in the application form. Once you mention it, insurance companies will either reject your application and deny you a cover, or they might choose to proceed with the application. Definitely a medical test is conducted. Now, based on these reports, the insurance companies, if they're proceeding, might choose to do the following. One is just plain issue the policy at standard rates. Second, they might choose to add or increase the premium. It's called loading. So they might offer you the same plan at a higher price because there is a greater risk in this particular policy. Third, there is definitely a waiting period which is applied. That means that for 2 to 4 years, varies across different insurance companies, the particular illness will not be covered. After that, the expenses which are incurred in this illness is also covered. Third scenario is exclude your medical condition permanently under the policy and then issue it, or reject the application and refund your money. They might just refuse any expenses for the life of this policy for this particular condition. So what is it that you should ideally do? Please take health insurance when you are healthy. Do not wait at a later age when you have some illnesses. Try taking a health insurance. It's a bad idea. Insurance companies will not offer it to you when you actually need it the most. Plus, premiums are actually pretty expensive if you take it after 45 or 50. 2. Don't bank on your employer provided health insurance benefit when you're young. It's a good idea to have it, but I would always recommend taking one for yourself. The primary problem with the employer provided health insurance cover is that it is renewed annually. And the features might change, the benefits might change, and they are not under your control. So if you realize that the insurance company has negotiated a particular deal with your employer this year, the same thing might not be applicable next year. So the benefits are varying and you cannot control those changes. So it's best to take a policy for yourself which is standalone and gives you cover for almost all diseases. Even if a plan is being offered to you with loading or a permanent exclusion, take it, because you might need treatment for other illnesses also. And if a company is offering a plan right now with a pre-existing clause, loading, or a permanent exclusion, take it, because at least there is a plan for the other illnesses that you might incur. And as age increases, chances of treatment for you are just going to increase and are going to be very expensive. So take it even if it is coming to you at a higher price. And yes, the absolute must. Please declare your existing conditions in the application. Don't act smart by hiding that illness just to get the policy. There might be a huge disappointment and a huge hole in your pocket at the time of making a claim. You'll be assuming you have the plan and your expenses will be taken care of. But the moment it is put up for a claim, you might find it getting rejected because you didn't answer some questions correctly at the time of taking the policy. That is the worst possible scenario. So avoid it. Ensure that you share all the details of your pre-existing conditions properly at the time of application. you had a minor blood pressure issue and got it fixed through medication, mention it if they're asking for it. That is very, very important. Thank you. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please share it with your friends.